What's up YouTube? Kyle Chris back here with another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be starting a new kind of some content on this channel where, as most of you guys know, if you guys follow the channel, you guys follow me because I make my own champion concepts. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to go over some other champion concepts that concepts, that was a weird word though, or how I said it, champion concepts that other creators have displayed to the world, and I would like to give them some shine, give them my own opinion on this stuff, and just kind of create a discussion poll that we can talk about these champion concepts and maybe help fix them a little bit, or just praise them for being really, really good. Each video we're going to be doing 2 champion concepts, and I will leave the link for those champion concepts below in the description. That way you guys can check them out as well, and that way the creators also are getting notarized for what they are doing. So if you guys like this sort of content, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also if you guys want to see your champion concept reviewed on here, leave me a link and maybe I'll put it in the next video. So we'll get right into it. Let's see which one we're going to do here. Let's do this one. Renvaard, the Darkin Vanguard. It's a pretty nifty name. It became quite long, so I will leave a Dually tools here, a link for the full description. Okay, yeah, we're not going to read all that. We're just going to go kind of the base. And these videos are going to be really based off of, obviously, lore. That's important. But just going through the actual kit, making sure that it makes sense, and just giving my feedback on it as well. I will try to not be as detailed, I guess. More productive criticism than just, blatantly saying I don't like something. So let's see here. So top lane Juggernaut, okay. Resource none, no resources. So Garen, Riven, Katarina type of thing. Renvaard is the union of the fallen Holy Knight Renning and the Darkin Vard. Okay, so you created a Darkin. Very interesting. Renning is a durable frontliner who fights with a sword and shield. Vard is an aggressive fighter who tears enemies apart with clawed gauntlets. The two switch between each other to bring about annihilation. Okay. A Holy Knight and a Darkin work together to bring annihilation. Story-wise, it's a little odd, but we'll roll with it. So passive, the Darkin Vanguard. Renning and Vard fight in unison, swapping between the stalwart Renning and the savage Vard. How do you swap? Is it like not gonna look too much here. Okay. How do you swap? That's the first question I have. You need to make sure that you explain that, because from what I can see here, this is just kind of saying how, like, so Renning has defensive abilities, gains bonus AD from magic and magic resistant armor from bonus AD, and Vard gains magic on hit damage, bonus attack speed, and bonus movement speed from max HP. Okay. Immobilization effects, movement speed, which quickly. Okay. Yeah. So this I don't understand this. That's kind of where I'm going to stop real quick. This is not explained very well. And it looks like each ability has 2 different effects, one for each character. So I don't know if that's from you switch like in battle, like it's kind of like an Elise Nidalee thing where you use your ultimate to switch. Is it like a Kayn thing where you become one of these two, or are you controlling 2 characters at once, which is a very odd thing, and I don't know how you would do that. So that's a big concern I already have. But we'll try to get. I'll try to get through some of this. Dark Precision and Flesh Render. Those are cool names. Renning charges a short distance, dealing 8 physical damage along its path, stunning the first enemy champion he collides with. Renning will strike a stunned. If he strikes a stunned target, he deals more damage. Okay. Vard makes 4 consistent strikes in the target direction, dealing physical damage to all targets and applying on-hit effects to the closest target, to the closest enemy champion or epic monster. The final hit does AP damage. Okay. Can move while attacking. Will continue the assault even through the loss of control effects. I'm assuming you mean crowd control effects, like the loss of movement. Yeah. From what it looks like, all of these abilities, nothing says anything about switching between the two. So I'm actually not going to go further with this champion. I would like to see what this means. Because honestly, I can go through and read the rest of this and nothing's going to really make sense because I don't know how the actual passive works. That's a big thing, especially when you have a passive that involves, you know, whether it's multiple champions or multiple kits. If you go watch my video about a champion I made called Kai, who actually is a champion who has 4 different champion like kits in his actual, you know, base kit. I'll leave a description down for below in the bio. But that champion, you would pick which kit you wanted to use at the beginning of the game, and those are the 4 abilities that you would get. You couldn't switch them. It doesn't matter if you died. There was no you were that champion for the rest of the game. I think with this, you need to do something, whether it's like, you know, you make the R the ability to switch, or I don't know. This is just kind of confusing. This is just confusing because it seems like you're controlling 2 champions at once, but also that's really strange because it's like when you if you click Q, so he's gonna do this, and then this champion's gonna do that. How do you aim that? It's very odd. So please, Apocalyptico 777, if you're watching this video, please repost this and give me some better clarification so I can review it, because I like he sounds freaking awesome, but I want to see a little bit of change in this passive to just make him seem a little, you know, a little more fluid. So far I'm not gonna downvote it or upvote it, but I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10, just based off of the fact that I can't even get past the passive without knowing how the rest of the kit works. So please go back through that. That way we can kind of figure out what's going on with him. All right, the second one we'll go through. Let's see here. We'll do ENKELI, Queen of the Nine Tails. Some calculations. We're not going to go through those. Body appears similar to Ari. Okay. So, Fox champion, okay. Mage Assassin, she's a melee Mage Assassin, okay. I like that. We don't have a lot of Mage Assassin, melee Mage Assassins. You got a Kali, Diana. I guess you can count Kassadin and Katarina. So, this is cool. Silas is one, but, so let's see where this goes. ENKELI, hopefully I'm saying that right. ENKELI belongs to the Volpe Confederation of 20 Vulpin Fox Vestian tribes seeking refuge from the constant skirmishes of Runeterra, a hidden paradise only mentioned in books. Okay. She's the biological sister of the nine-tailed fox, but I've never met her until the time of the Volpe exposed himself to the whole of Runeterra, to all of Runeterra. Just some wording, I think. Though she is charming like her sister, she's equally fierce and terrifying, shaping the magic forces to her will and delivering destruction to her foes. Okay. Alright, let's see here. This is always good to add. Truthfully, as somebody who creates champions as well, this doesn't really matter too much. Because this is all just about perception. Which these numbers can be skewed really high or skewed really low. Also depending on the current patch and which champions are out right at that point in time and what items scale with. So it's good to look at. So kudos, you know, adding this in, but it's not a huge thing. I've done all these on my champions, and it's like there's no real point in doing it. It's more so about the abilities and the lore and stuff. Passive, the rule of 9. For every ninth basic auto attack, ENKELI deals 27% of her ability power to the main target and at most 8 other enemies nearby. Okay. If the main target is a champion, she heals for X percentage of total damage dealt to all 9 targets. Okay. So, this is not a good ability. I'm just going to point that out. Yeah, I'm just going to point that out, man. Or woman. Whoever. I'm just going to point this out. This is not a good ability. The main reason, having a 9-hit passive, there's a reason why we don't see 9-hit passives in the game. Especially for a melee champion, to attack something 9 times in a row. No, it says, now I know it says for for every 9th basic attack. But that's just a lot of RNG. Like, so you basically have to auto attack 8 times and then try to hit this 9th auto attack, and then deals over a quarter of her ability power, which I'm assuming this scales, and then deals that same damage to 8 other targets, and she heals for all the damage. It looks like you tried to take. This is I'm just gonna be honest. This looks like you tried to take Ahri's passive and tried to make it a melee thing. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna go through the rest of the kit, but this is a bad ability. This is just really overpowered and just really clunky. There's very little times where you're gonna hit. You have to attack 9 times or 8 times to get this passive to work. So I don't like this ability. So yeah, not a big fan of that one. Dancing Flames, a double cast. On first cast, ENKELI conjures up several immobile balls of fire to surround her. Target to come in contact with the fireballs take magic damage. Once an enemy target takes damage, the fireball disintegrates. Within 5 seconds, she can cast this again, or else the fireballs will disintegrate on the second cast. She throws her remaining fireballs at home at certain enemies. I'm assuming you mean like a proximity range, like they're homing to that target. An enemy can be hit with at most 3 fireballs. If any fireballs fly out of range, they disintegrate. So you did a cast. So there's a cast. Wait, why is there a cooldown for both the parts of the ability? Okay, that's weird. There should not be 2 casts. I mean, there should not be. The range is fine. There should not be 2 cooldowns for the same ability, because it doesn't make sense, because it's one ability. I'm assuming like maybe it's you cast this, and then if you don't cast this is the cooldown. I want to assume that's what you're talking about. And the fact that they both have a mana cost, even if this is 20, that's weird. Total mana expert. Okay. Yeah, you can probably remove this. Having a mana cost for a second part of an ability, it's a little weird. This looks very similar to Ahri's W, just it doesn't follow her. It says immobile, so I'm assuming they just stand still so they don't follow her. On the second part, you can throw them. It says 450 range. Is this a skill shot? Is this just a proximity thing where if targets come near them, they will fly towards that target? Is this an AoE? Give some more explanation on that. I would like to know. Outside of that, I mean, the ability, not terrible. Just has some weird wording that needs fixed. Will of the Fox, won't of the Fox. Okay. Will the Fox gains movement 3 and attack speed based on how much ability power she has. 9%. I see you're trying to do a thing with 9. That's kind of cool. Just make sure that when you're doing this, you're not just doing it for the sake of doing it. 9% of every 81 ability power. It just seems weird, but we'll go into the rest of it. Won't of the Fox. ENKELI pounces on an enemy target to deal damage. If the target is I say target instead of enemy, so that's why I'm not actually reading it wrong. I just say target. If the enemy is a champion, she stuns them. Passive bonuses are lost while on cooldown. So she loses this when she uses it. Okay. She pounces, deals damage, and stuns. That's not bad. That's not bad. Stun time is 0.5. You should probably have this increase a little bit, because otherwise there's no real point in having a stun. The point of having a stun is to stun. So you probably want this to go up, maybe to 1.5, maybe to 1 second. I would see that. Cooldown 7 at max, 90 base damage, 81% AP. Okay. So it's not a crazy strong ability. The strong part, the weird part is this, having this whole gaining movement and attack speed from having ability power. Mask of Fear. Wears a mask and screams, terrifying all enemies hit. I'm assuming terrifying meaning you fear all targets. That's what I'm assuming. For the next 5 seconds, she keeps the mask on, revealing enemy units in range. Okay. If the rule of 9 triggers, she deals passive damage as true damage. Okay. Yeah. No. I actually really like the first 2 parts of this ability. So it's just saying that she has a mask on. Okay. You could probably put that in the bio. So she fears all targets hit. 540 range. We want to know, what is the range of this ability? Is this a, I like that, the range. What is the trajectory? Is this a, is this a straight line skill shot? Is this a cone shape? Like I want to make it a shape like that. Like Cassiopeia ult. Is it a click on? Is it just a, just any targets around her? Like a Lysandra W? Like, give some more detail on that. She reveals all targets in range. So is this enemies that are marked, kind of like the second part of Lee Sin E, where he marks the targets? So like you can see targets in stealth, you can see targets who are in fog of war. Just like I said, more detail. But this last part, her passive damage, the broken passive that she has, deals true damage. Yeah, that's too much, man. That's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, that's not a good ability. The fact that she already does, yeah, it's just no. It doesn't make too much sense. Does not make too much sense. I like the first part. This second part you can get rid of, though. I think this is adding an effect just to have an effect. I think this can be removed. But the rest of it's actually really good. I just need, like I said before, like with the other ability, just some more wording so we can kind of get some more details on it. God's Chosen is the triple cast. Okay. ENKELI gains Empowered State for 7 seconds, gaining magic resistant armor. She can cast it again. Blinks to the strongest ally, dealing splash damage to all enemies within range. Then she can cast it again to use her tail as a whip, dealing... Okay. So I kind of see what you did here. Oh, cool, you added voice lines. Skins, changelog. Okay, so you've added a lot of stuff, and I give you credit for that. There's a lot of stuff you've added here. Kit wise, I think this kit would not work in the game. There's too many weird variables. Just starting with this passive, I think this is just too. This is just strange. The fact that an auto attack passive can hit 9 people at one time and she can heal off all 9 of them is a little odd. Also, I think this is very similar to Ahri. I think this ability is very similar to Ahri. I think this ability is very similar to Ahri in the fact that you can have multiple casts. The fact that you can give her magic resist. Okay, so let me give you this a little tip here. When you create a champion concept, you want to find a champion concept, and you need to think about it and say, okay, so this was in the game. How would this be? And if you look at a champion like this, who just naturally gains magic resistant armor when she uses her ult, and has this passive where she can hit up to 9 people with a passive auto attack, and her passive gains true damage, That's a lot. That's a lot. I think the idea of this champion is really cool. I just think a lot of this can be reworked. Like, for instance, what I would do if I were you, I mean, if I created this champion, I should say, I would make this passive, like, if I dealt damage with an ability to a target, this would come into play, where I'm able to auto-attack them up to 9 times, and I will slightly deal more damage every auto-attack, kind of like a built-in press the attack or like Aurelia passive. That would be cool. But this is just a lot. Yeah, it is cool that they've added a lot of other things in here, like the actual voice actress for Ari. That's cool. Skin, you know, that's really cool. Giving some details on the skin. You even did a change log, which is pretty dope. So overall, presentation wise, you know, you're getting probably about a 6. If I just base this off the champion concept, though, I'm probably gonna give it about a 5. But a 6 is, I think, is pretty good. I think you gave a lot of detail. I mean, you gave a lot of information, but you just didn't give enough information in the correct areas. So I would go back and just kind of reword this a little bit and see if you can find a better way to kind of jumble this together. And I would love to see what you come up with, because I think you have a great idea here. But yeah, that'll be it. So if you guys like this, like I said, if you guys want to see your champion in here, please like the video. Also leave me a link and a comment down below. And also if you guys want to just discuss these champion concepts, feel free. Would love to hear and talk to you guys. I'm also going to put both of these posts in the description below. That way we can talk about it. So I will see you guys next time.